Log into your ChatGPT because it begins to learn you. I've mentioned it a few times throughout the process. ChatGPT understands how I try to run my business. Going right back into it. So I recorded this once already and then didn't have my microphone on. So we're going to record it again. Good, because nothing better like doing it twice to get the practice run out of the way. I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys a bit about problem solving and how we attack a problem as real estate agents. So for me, I've came into a problem where my CRM is no longer doing everything I need it to do. I've outgrown it. And so I want to look at other CRMs, consider ones that I've heard about, and look at some other ones that I haven't heard about and go from there. So I do that using ChatGPT. It's chatgpt.com. Make yourself a profile so it can remember you or it can learn you, and I'll talk more about that later. But what ChatGPT is, so this is my assistant, essentially. This is my everyday assistant. It's who I bounce ideas off of. It's who helps me consider different angles when I'm going to present into a group of people or an audience. And it helps me make sure I'm considering all factors when I'm sending an email, making sure that I'm sending the contents of the message up front. I'm framing the conversation properly. So I can always make sure that any contact I have with someone is professional and always, it's my PR department too. So anyway, let's jump into it. So these are some of the conversations I've had with ChatGPT before. So Snapchat video chat etiquette. So if I'm messaging new leads, considering I'm not familiar with Snapchat. I'm older, didn't use Snapchat, didn't sign into it. So when I'm going to use Snapchat, if I'm considering it from a business angle, is it considered rude to send someone a video message? I don't know. I found out that it is a little forward, but now I know. I was able to bounce that idea off Snapchat, off ChatGPT. So sending an email about Leadership Book Club, another email recap. I did a CRM search already. I wanted to see if this conversation was going to work and be recorded, just testing ChatGPT's capabilities. And I thought it was sufficient. So we're jumping into it now. And kind of you can see the rest of them there. Joe Rogan's very popular. And I don't fully know Joe Rogan. I've tried to watch him a couple times. I'm not a huge fan of his personality, the way he talks. But I don't really know his views or his stances politically. So I was just looking to see kind of what he is, what he's about. Turns out he's an open-minded type of guy. So, I mean, it's good for information. But yeah, that's the power of ChatGPT. So let's jump into my specific problem. Chat, I didn't record my audio when recording our last conversation. Here is take. So you'll notice when I sent my message to ChatGPT, I spoke to it like I was speaking to a person. If you're unfamiliar with this platform, it's intuitive. Intuitive is a huge thing in my business because I have producing agents. They do very well. My job is to make them do better. So, excuse me. So here's how I do that is I need to make sure anything that I change or introduce to their business has already been vetted, so I'm not giving them crap. So I look at it and I'm like, all right, did this. Here's take two. It's very easy for someone new to use it. So great, chat. I didn't record my audio when I did our last conversation. Here's take two. Lol, it gets my humor. Haha, take two. Let's make it even better this time. What do you need from me? All right, we're back now. No headphones. I realized that I'm not listening to my audio while I'm playing this, so I took them off. So let's make it even better this time. Let's focus on what ChatGPT said right there because it understands me. When I talk to ChatGPT, I let it know that I'm very empathetic and I think probably too much about someone else. And so I want to always make sure that I'm keeping myself with a positive tone to my agents, to things like that, probably overthinking it. But ChatGPT understands that. So it'll keep the positive energy going. I surround myself by positive energy because let's be honest, if people are negative around you, it's hard to work. It's hard to do my job at a high level and perform. Well, negative Nancy over here is just complain. Get them out of here. We don't need that. So ChatGPT keeps it positive for me. I stay positive. Let's go. All right, so while this is pulling it up, let me zoom up here a little bit. While it's pulling this up, I want you guys to take a look at how I spoke to ChatGPT. My team and I have outgrown our current CRM, and I'm considering others. I've heard great things about Follow Up Boss, MailChimp, and Constant Contacts, but I'd like to consider 3 others as well. Could you recommend them? Now, obviously, my spelling is not going to be perfect. It doesn't matter. It's intuitive, so I can screw up words. I don't have to go through and click and change it and make sure it's set right. ChatGPT will understand it if you send the wrong word. So, looking at it here, we got KV Core, HubSpot, and Sierra Interactive. These are the same 3 that it recommended last time when I lost my audio, but the 3 that it recommended the first time I did this were different. So information's obviously changed from the first time I talked to ChatGPT about this till now. But yeah, we're also looking at Follow Up Boss here. So let's jump down to this section. In our last conversation, we talked a little bit more about KV Core. So what's the biggest issue? So the biggest issue with our current CRM, right? So now we have our 3 platforms that we want to consider, as well as our understanding of Follow Up Boss, MailChimp, and Constant Contacts. The stage is set. What's our problem? Our problem is that here is. All right, so our CRM doesn't integrate well with automation. We want to keep the learning curve low because of my team and keep my team focused on being productive. Could you make a table to compare these factors? Here we go. It's generating it now. And boom, we're going to jump down to the bottom because I've already looked at these at length. But for real estate specific automation, it mentions Follow Up Boss and KV Core. That I've came from KV Core. I was with eXp Realty. KV Core is a very powerful platform. We enjoyed it. We used it a lot more there than we do MoxieWorks, which is our current CRM. But going down to a general strong CRM with strong automation, I didn't feel like HubSpot was a good solution. And then for email heavy automation, obviously MailChimp and Constant Contacts are email CRMs. We're looking to stay more on the real estate side of things, but I wanted to throw them in there for comparisons. When it did it with me, it came up with Follow Up Boss and Wise Agent. So when it did it with me, it came up with Follow Up Boss and Wise Agent were my final 2 that I liked, and I interacted with it a little bit more, considering more angles. But Wise Agent did impress me. Wise Agent was $32 a month. Follow Up Boss was $47 a month, but Follow Up Boss was way more ergonomic. It was way more just slide in. Oh, this does this. Okay, I understand it. Great, because my agents are going to continue to be performing. They don't need to be trying to learn all the things they're already doing all over again. So I hope you guys found this helpful because it's how we solve problems. So if you guys ever come up against a problem and you're looking to bounce ideas off of it or trying to solve that problem and need someone to talk to about it, ChatGPT is a great thing to use. Just make sure that you are logging into your account. Like I said, we would talk about this earlier. So log into your ChatGPT because it begins to learn you. I've mentioned it a few times throughout the process. ChatGPT understands how I try to run my business because at the end of the day, this is me. This is my business. I'm putting my effect on what I put out there. ChatGPT gives me power to do that. So it'll learn that I like to be funny in my emails. It's very hard to do, but I always do it. So I'll leave like emojis and things like that. Not super professional, but when I have it write an email for me, it understands that I'll like to throw an emoji in there. That's my choice, and so it'll throw them in there as well. So give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think about ChatGPT. Let me know if it's helped you solve a problem in your business. Let me know if you already use it. And then, of course, if you have a recommendation on a CRM for me, I'd love to hear it. So thanks a lot. Talk to you guys soon. This is a little while after the fact, guys. I realized that this is going to be going on YouTube, and so I wanted to let you know, first off, if you like this kind of content, if you like how I run my business and getting a little bit more behind the scenes and how I problem solve the growth of my team, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be talking a lot more about this here. And of course, if you think the Lexico Group could be a part of your business, can help you take your business to that level, be that missing key, that missing thing that really sets you off, feel free to reach out to me. I'll include my contact information down below, and I look forward to seeing everyone soon. Like the video.